Hello, everyone. This is Simmion, coming to you from the outer reaches of the universe, bringing you energies to support your day and to take you further into the world of your Creator. As we listen to one another, we feel the connection and the invitation to dwell in one another's worlds, not by changing position, but by extending ourselves to that place where the other person is. When you step into the outer reaches of the universe, to where I exist, you feel my presence in your world, and I feel your presence in my world. As we advance to the next stage of awareness, we will actually exist in those places clearly and concisely. So it's important to go on a tour every now and then. Raise your set point and allow yourself to be in all those places at once. To walk around the future, to walk around the past, to feel all the things that have been declared imagination as a reality, to see and feel and experience other worlds and other dimensions is your right, not as a human being, but as an advanced entity that is familiar with all those places, all those dimensions, and everything else that has never been mentioned. As we feel one another together in those places, we remember the future. And we think it's the past. But in fact, it's where you're headed. It's where you've always been headed. And it's also where you came from. But you're not remembering the past. You're remembering the future. The future that you know belongs to you. It hasn't been withheld. It's only been stated as being withheld. The withholding is completely in your control. If you're convinced that it's the past, then it will be the past. That is your power. You don't have to be convinced it's the future, because you're living the future every second as it comes to you. And you're developing new strategies for how you present it to yourself and how they appear in your world and the world around you. That's a natural human trait, to develop strategies, to make plans, to set rules, and to make realities. And all you have to do is stretch that a little bit, and you've got our world and your world and every other world at your fingertips. Our input is to provide those essential and outlandish energies and dynamic fields that help you create your future and your reality in every second. In stating that, you are aware of the presence of something that you've been hiding, something that's been given names as divinity, reality, yourself, your higher self. All those things are actually you, spread through all the dynamic energies, through the dynamic fields that create the universe. And we now open that field and those groups of fields while we communicate, so that you can feel free to open them yourself, to experience what you've never experienced before, but with the knowledge that you must have somewhere, because it's so familiar. At this point, that's a mystery in the physical world. But it's at your fingertips, and you can change it from a mystery to a reality, because that's your ability. And you just do it. And the reality stays with you. Then you place it on top of everything. And you catapult yourself up through everything that's been overlaying you, and you find yourself in the world that's been promised to you for the eons. A world that has no description, but describes itself in every second and every movement, and in every way you wish to present it in your world. As you move further and further into the world of your Creator, you are also moving further and further into the world that you've created, that has visions, physical entities, unknown places, all at your fingertips in a fraction of a second. Nothing needs to be done, but there's always an attraction towards some special place or feeling that seemed to be out of your reach unless you were doing something special, like meditating or focusing with friends. But right now, we hand to you the open book that allows you to do nothing but experience what you've never experienced before, without having to know where to go or what to do. You simply open the book, and we're all there. Performing, not performing, standing, sitting, floating, familiar and unfamiliar, transparent, translucent, and even invisible. And that open book belongs to only you. One that you can sit and flip open, or you can just walk through. If you need to read, you can read. The details will be in the words, hidden in plain sight. If you need to listen, you'll listen with clarity, and you'll hear the story, even though it comes in different words in your language. And the visual, in your physical world, you'll say you can't see, but you will see everything without closing your eyes and going into a different state. You'll simply open up another mode of vision that brings life into your being, life that you've never known before, life that's different every second, and that doesn't necessarily appear in the physical plane. But your experience is in the physical and is physical. Your definition of physical will disappear because you can feel the things that are invisible. You can touch them. You can sense them. You can put your hand near an object and feel it before you get to the object. You can feel the field around it. And those who have lost sight use that field to make sure they don't run into anything. It's present, and it's present right throughout the open book of humanity that includes the outer reaches of the universe, places named in ancient scripts, divine beings, all exist in your open book for you to consume in whichever way you feel fit. But on top of that, the weight of the world is taken off your shoulders and dissolved into a life that you create as a result of your experiences. There is no planning more efficient than one that comes out of experience, and particularly one that comes out of the experience of the unknown. We're presenting this experience, and we'll continue to read from the book and deliver the videos and the sound and the tunes that come from the universe and are available uniquely to each person who decides to step forward and surpass everything and every piece of knowledge to use the full essence in capturing what is delivered in the book of life. We congratulate everybody on everything they've done so far. But there's a lot more to be done. There's an enormous amount of interaction to be fulfilled in the many, many years to come. And for those who advanced in their years, it will speed up enormously so that you can fit in the tremendous expanse of life that you should have experienced up until now. Life that leaves everything behind, that brings forward the future at a pace that you cannot understand, to where it tends to make you feel like you're on a whirlwind, you're off balance, you're going too fast, but you don't have any brakes to slow you down. This will continue, but the stability within each person will show as each person decides to relax and go with the new that can't be proven or disproven in society. And even the magic and miracles that you see around you will be made as everyday operations, everyday movements, beyond even your expectation, so that you ride on top of the wave and on top of life as you gather all the ingredients to build a new world in the exact replica of the one you decided to bring into the Earth's plane. We now hold this book open and energize all its features to enhance life throughout the universe, but mostly on Earth, to a level that has never been even conceived up until this moment. The abnormality that we used to look at when we see a divine being standing in front of us, or we feel that presence, is no longer abnormal. It's as it should be. With great honor and respect for every one of us, we open up the visual plane that you can now enter and feel what it's like to look at the divine and see and feel a special vibration that comes and goes to suit you, to switch on your engine and to bring to light another phase in the world of magic and miracles that you are developing. That magic and miracles and that world will never be surpassed. It'll simply continue to grow and stay in front of you, leading the way to the next episode and to the next vision of what's in the world of your Creator. It's not waiting for you, it's being developed by you. It's appearing because of you. And now we can step up a little further and go beyond everything that we know and everything that we think is beyond our reach, and suddenly be outside the field of the earth, field of the universe. And we can be at ease alongside our Creator, enjoying the story of life that we have brought into the earth plane. With the excitement of a young child, we can look forward to tomorrow. We can look forward to the next 1,000 years. We can look forward to the feeling and the excellence and the demonstration of our own being. And as a result, see ourselves in the light that we're supposed to see when we look in the mirror. See beyond the physical plane and look into life, luxury, and elegance in the formation of a human entity. We now glow. We now emanate a new set of frequencies, a new set of feelings, and we respond to 1 million different inputs and outputs. And we simply smile because of our ability, the feeling of satisfaction that we can do such things. So the further we go, the more we experience. And the more we experience, the greater our capability of presenting that in the physical world. So our input to you has just been elevated by many millions. The field that we generate belongs to you. And we've just increased that no end. And what we've opened as the book of life goes beyond all the books and all records that have ever been presented in any part of the universe. It is all yours, and we are here to help you read it. So stay with that elevated platform. Go for a walk through the universe. Look around at the future and see it in your life right now. That will enable you to take the next step the next step, and the next step. In your stroll around the universe, and in your stroll around the worlds that have never been open to you. There are 1,000,001 different worlds in everybody's family, in everybody's relationship with one another. All these different worlds we bring into play every day, just with a fleeting thought or a movement or an interaction. And that has nothing on what we've just presented to you. But you will see and you will experience all these 1,000,001 worlds at once. And you'll marvel at your ability to decipher what they are, how they affect you, what fields has to be changed to keep them in balance, where you need to extend your field, and how simple it is to maintain balance, harmony, and beauty in a world of magic and miracles that is presented sometimes as turmoil. Your skill is needed in the world, and our ability to assist that skill increases every day. So with all our resources, we support you, and we continue to over-deliver so that you're never short on any capacity or any ability or any resource. So stay with that great feeling as you walk around the universe, as you wave to friends, as you say hi to your Creator, and race off and play like a little child. Be amused, be lighthearted, and join us in the establishment of a new world that is already in front of us and only needs to be activated. Thank you all for honoring me and being able to understand beyond the levels of humanity itself. And once again, I wish you all a perfect life, perfect health, and an extremely magic suit future. Thank you. I am Simmion.